Ways to improve your Amazon conversion rate in 2022. What is your Amazon conversion rate? Your Amazon conversion rate is the percentage of clicks on your Amazon ad that convert into sales. Essentially, your conversion rate shows you how many people are actually making a purchase directly after viewing your product listing. How do you find your Amazon conversion rate? Finding your Amazon conversion rate is simple mathematics. It can be calculated with the following equation. Conversion rate equals orders divided by page views, or sessions. To learn the conversion rate for your product, click into your Seller Central Business Reports, find the By ASIN category, and click on Detail Page Sales and Traffic by Parent Item. This gives you access to sales and sessions information for your product. From this page you can select the date range you are most interested in and scroll through the table until you see Sessions, Units Ordered, and Unit Session Percent. Sessions are the number of visits to your pages by unique users. If a user visits the same page multiple times within 24 hours, it will still be considered one session. What is a good conversion rate on Amazon? On average, a good Amazon conversion rate for a non-Prime shopper is between 10 to 15%. How can you increase your Amazon conversion rate? To increase your conversion rate, you want to focus on making the shopping experience as clear and simple as possible for Amazon shoppers with high intent to purchase. The following are a few ways to do that. 1. Optimize your listings. Your listing must be tight, engaging, and informative, so shoppers can quickly get a sense of who you are as a brand and what your product can do for them. 2. Bid on specific keywords. Bidding on specific and unique keywords can help your product get to these customers quicker and use your ad dollars more efficiently. 3. Offer discounts. Shoppers are much more likely to purchase a product when they know they're getting a good deal on it. Obviously, you won't want to offer discounts all of the time, but a promotion here or there on a product can be a great way to give your conversion a boost. It helps you stay competitive and visible. 4. Leverage reviews or social proof. One of the reasons why a shopper doesn't purchase a product when they visit a listing is because there isn't enough social proof on that listing to persuade them that it would be a good idea. A way you can address that is to include standout buyer reviews in your copy, or be proactively addressing negative reviews. This will ease your potential buyers' concerns and help them feel more confident that they'll have a good experience. Another social proof can be the badges Amazon adds to products. Amazon's Choice, Bestseller, Climate Pledge Friendly, etc. are just a few of the banners that can provide added trust in your offering. 5. Create an omni-channel sales funnel. Another way to increase your conversion rates is by funneling sales from other channels, like Facebook or Instagram, to a landing page that then redirects that traffic to your Amazon listing. This gives customers the chance to really get to know your product off-site before visiting your listing to make a purchase. If they like what they see on your landing page and proceed to your listing, it's highly likely they'll convert. It's a little more work, but it is a way to net high-intent buyers. 6. Improve your customer experience. Brands that provide customers with memorable shopping experiences, whether that be through their shipping, packaging, email campaigns, or customer service, are more likely to have higher conversion rates. They establish trust and generate excitement for their brand in a way that builds loyalty. And a loyal consumer base is a consumer base that converts. Maintaining a strong conversion rate on Amazon and other marketplaces is key for maximizing your success. A poor conversion rate can mean wasted spend and lost sales. If you're already getting the traffic to your listing, it's worthwhile to take a few extra steps and help that traffic convert. What causes a low conversion rate? If your conversion rate falls below average, it's highly likely your listing, your ad campaign, or both, need some work. And there are several contributing factors you can look at. Listing optimization. A common reason why conversion rates suffer is because product listings are lackluster or unclear. Maybe your primary image is a bit blurry or your image stack only has 1 or 2 photos. So customers don't feel confident that they know what your product is like. You might have a title that is unclear or not specific enough, or a product description that doesn't provide enough information. A customer may hit your page and be unsure what they are getting from your product, and choose to buy elsewhere. Reviews. Another factor that causes low conversion rates is bad or scarce reviews. Customers will feel wary that they're going to have a bad experience with your product if they look at a listing and only see 3 stars on a product or negative reviews that have gone unaddressed by a seller. Price. You may consider pricing as well. If your product is priced too high, and even if it's priced too low, you're less likely to make a sale. Too high and buyers will look for cheaper options. Too low and you may communicate lower quality. You need to stay competitive to convert. Advertising. Listings are one area where your conversion could be suffering. Ad campaigns are another. You may be bidding on the wrong keywords, or keywords that are far too general. Maybe you're selling a crossbody women's purse, but instead of bidding on crossbody women's purse, you're bidding on women's purse. Your listing is going to get lost in the sea of search results that come up when a customer searches for women's purse. And because it isn't specific enough for your product, your conversion rate won't be too hot. You'll also waste money on advertising that could be leveraged on more productive keywords. Join Fulfillment by Amazon for faster shipping. Free and discounted shipping is the number 2 reason people will shop at a marketplace over a retailer. If customers come to your Amazon listing and don't see Prime shipping, there's a chance they'll leave and find a seller that does offer Prime shipping. Similarly, if a customer went to a competitor's page and they weren't offering Prime shipping, but you were, that could be the deciding factor that brings them to your store. To ensure you capture a larger portion of shoppers on Amazon, consider joining Fulfillment by Amazon (FBA). This allows Amazon to hold some of your products at their many distribution centers, where they can then quickly ship to customers. They'll handle shipping as well, so you no longer need to worry about packing or shipping yourself. There are costs that come with FBA, including the necessity of a professional seller profile on Amazon, which is $39.99 per month. Beyond that, you'll have to pay various fees for the holding of your products, packing and shipping, removal of inventory, and customer returns. Find the right price. While your product is a big part of why people may or may not be purchasing from you, your price is almost as equally as important. But finding that pricing sweet spot can be tricky. When setting your price, look at your competitors and see how they're pricing their products. If their product is similar to yours, consider testing the waters with a price that's similar as well. Keep in mind that you have to be turning a profit, so don't go too low. Once you've found a price that's still selling well while allowing you to be profitable, don't consider your work to be done. You'll want to continue checking the prices of your competitors while monitoring your Amazon conversion rate. If you haven't changed anything for a while and your conversion rate starts dipping, it could be that your competitors have lowered their prices and your product is overpriced. Use high-quality images. You can't judge a book by its cover, but the right product images can certainly sway people into buying from you over a competitor. In fact, 67% of consumers cite high-quality images as the biggest influence when purchasing a product. To ensure you have images that present your products in the best light, follow these image optimization tips. 1. Use large images to enable zoom. If you use images that are large enough, Amazon will enable a zoom feature that allows customers to zoom in and scroll around your product. This is a great way to show off the detail and craftsmanship of your products. To enable this, make sure your image is at least 1000 times 500. 2. Showcase every side of your product. Besides your main image, you can have 8 additional product images. Use this space to show off the other sides of your product. This is especially important with fashion items and other pieces that will be viewed after purchase. 3. Make your main image pop. Amazon requires that main images have a white background and show only the product itself. This can make it difficult to stand out. So make sure you choose a picture of your product that really shows off the item itself. This is also why it's important to follow the next step. 4. Show your product being used. While your main image needs to show only the product itself, you should use at least one of your additional 8 photos to show the product being used. This can give people an idea of how the product will look in their home, or how it might impact their life. Write accurate descriptions. Great product image can get customers on your listing, but a well-written description can help them decide it's time to buy your product. In fact, with 85% of shoppers doing research online before buying a product, having an accurate description can make or break a sale. When writing your product description, include every piece of relevant information. Customers want to know what they're getting, and this is your time to tell them. As a best practice, regularly check the questions and answers sections on your Amazon listings to see what questions are being commonly asked. While they can be answered in that space, and should be, you should add in any regularly requested information into the product listing. It's clearly something that's important to customers, and addressing it in the product description is a great way to show new customers you're aware of their common pain points. Optimize listings using SEO. Beyond writing accurate descriptions that answer customer questions, your descriptions need to be optimized using search engine optimization. This is the practice of ensuring your text is written in such a way that it's more likely to show up when searched for. With 44% of American shoppers going to Amazon before a search engine, the importance of this step can't be overstated. Amazon also prioritizes listings that get more clicks than others. So by optimizing your description, you can potentially increase the likelihood your product shows up when searched, get more clicks, and further your position on the search page. SEO is always changing, but there are still some best practices you can implement today that will help your products show up more frequently when people search for similar terms on Amazon. 1. Add your brand to the product title. If your brand name isn't too long, consider adding it into the product title. This will help you show up for branded searches as people become more familiar with your brand, and it will establish a stronger brand identity when your products come up under other terms as well. 2. Put your key term in the product title. Assuming the keywords associated with your product aren't incredibly long, add them into the title. This can send strong signals to Amazon regarding what your listing is all about, and it will also help shoppers more easily identify what your product listing is for. 3. Utilize Amazon's backend keywords. Amazon has a backend keyword section, similar to a meta tag for those familiar with SEO. In this area you can put up to 250 characters split between 5 sections. Use this area to add terms related to your product, such as general category terms or phrases that people might search for when looking for your product. Make sure you don't go over 250 characters or bytes however, as Amazon won't index your keywords and it will be as if you didn't fill them out at all. 4. Fill in as many details as possible. There are numerous fields in an Amazon listing that allow you to specify product dimensions, build material, and more. Fill out every detail you can. Customers can use custom searches to narrow their results, and may end up checking a filter that leaves only your product and a few others visible. Action with your content through video. Have you heard that we buy with emotion and justify with logic? When we connect with a product, we'll often find ways to justify purchasing it over another option. You want to use your listing to connect with your customer, and you want to make sure you're speaking directly to your audience and the pain point they're looking to solve. But the best way to connect is through video. Amazon allows you to add a short video to your listings. typically 1 to 2 minutes, to help customers make a decision. Your product video is your chance to show how life would be better with your product and demonstrate it in detail. Benefit-focused bullet points. The readability of your product description affects your conversion rate. Make it easier for customers to read about your product by adding benefit-oriented bullet points. Instead of filling up the required number of bullet points, focus on quality. Avoid stuffing them with keywords. Focus on the product benefits. Then focus on its features. Follow Amazon's title guidelines. Amazon wants product titles to be specifically formatted for each category. You want to make sure you're following the guidelines to keep the algorithm happy. Your product title should include brand, all categories, product name, type, all categories, collection, model, material, size, color or pattern, quantity, i.e., 6-pack. Every product title should start with the brand and product type. Then, you'll add relevant details to your product. Remember, the goal is to stay within Amazon preferred formatting while adding essential product information toward the front of your title. Don't run out of stock. In Amazon, once a product goes out of stock, the rankings for the most important keywords where the product appears also go down. This means that your Amazon conversion rate goes lower, which affects the rest of your metrics. That's why you always have to make sure that you have enough stocks in your inventory when selling. Anti-abuse settings. Adhere to Amazon's selling policies and seller code of conduct. Any violation of this code will surely affect your search rankings and, eventually, your conversion rate. Consider unit session percentage in Amazon PPC. Understanding your conversion rate and investigating where the sessions and page views came from will help you make informed decisions, like whether you need to pay for ads, make more promotions outside the platform, or tweak your descriptions. The impact of Amazon conversion rate optimization. While many different pieces factor into your Amazon conversion rate, all the tweaks and best practices mentioned above can impact your conversion rate over time. As proof, look at the following case study. Andrew Math used to be the digital marketing director at Think Crucial, an Amazon top seller. He put Amazon conversion rate optimizations to the test and closely monitored Think Crucial's conversion rates and traffic as different tweaks were made. After numerous optimizations were made, Think Crucial saw a 10% boost to conversion rate, along with a 30% increase in sales. What he found most effective during this test was a combination of the following. Title optimizations. Math and his team based their titles on Amazon's recommendations, but also did their own keyword research to target the right terms. On top of this, they found including their brand name increased the click-through rate for their listings. Keyword targeting. Math combed through their product listings and noticed many listings weren't utilizing all the keyword space available. He made sure to fill this space and tweak existing keywords based on keyword research, targeting terms that performed the best during a few-day trial paid-per-click (PPC) ad campaign. Bullet point optimizations. Math and the Think Crucial team found their products performed best when one of the 5 product bullet points included Think Crucial's guarantee. Test what works best with your customers and try to recreate that success across all your product descriptions. Description adjustments. Math found the right balance between technical and conversational in product listings to make sure their product descriptions resonated with their audience. He also noticed the use of HTML tags, such as boldface, helped descriptions pop. Manage Amazon listings do for your conversion rate. The goal for optimizing your Amazon conversion rate is, of course, to make more money. But in order to do so, you will have to take time to understand how Amazon as an e-commerce and search engine platform works. It takes time to understand the metrics and make the most out of the marketplace features to help customers easily decide to purchase from your store. Or, you could save time, and potentially loads of lost sales, and have your listing managed by experts that know what works and what doesn't. Managed listings mean You don't have to waste time and money with trial and error tactics. Your brand is protected from beginner mistakes that can set your product growth back. You have a team working in the background to make sure your conversion is consistently rising, not dropping. What impact does Amazon conversion rate optimization have on revenue? Ultimately, you want sales to increase your revenue and overall profit. That's the whole point of selling on Amazon. So, let's make sure you understand exactly what an increased conversion rate can do for your bottom line. A look at the numbers. When said, as we noted at the beginning of the article, conversion rates on Amazon are much better than average e-commerce conversion rates. If you run an independent store, you know that conversion rates are often as low as 2%, whereas, on Amazon, they're estimated to be around 10 to 13% or higher. So, let's take a base conversion rate of 10% for our fictional product and start looking at how an increased conversion rate impacts sales. In that example, you'd get 10 sales per day for a total revenue of $200 a day or $6,000 a month. But what happens when we bump that conversion rate up to just 12%? Now, the product brings in $240 each day or $7,200 per month. That small bump in the conversion rate quickly compounds over time. If you kept your 12% conversion rate for a year, you'd make an additional $14,400 than if your rate stayed at 10%. It goes without saying that even small bumps in your conversion rate are worth the effort. However, not every seller has time to put in the work to increase their conversion rate and keep it up. Amazon conversion rate tools. When setting up your Amazon listing, you're taking your best guess at what customers need. But what if there's a better way? You can split test your listing to get definitive answers on what your customers prefer. What is split testing? With split testing, two variations of your listing are randomly shown to customers, and you find out which one converts higher. When it's time to split test, you want to test elements independently. Otherwise, you won't know what's helping or hurting your conversions. When setting up your Amazon listing, you're taking your best guess at what customers need. But what if there's a better way? You can split test your listing to get definitive answers on what your customers prefer. Top Amazon split testing tools. If you're an Amazon registered brand, you can run experiments on your A+ content. But if you aren't a registered brand, or you want to run experiments on other listing elements, there's no option to complete those split tests. Fortunately, there are some tools available that can help. Cash Cow Pro. Listing Dojo. Listing Dojo is another tool designed to optimize your Amazon listings. It works very similarly to Cash Cow Pro. PickFu. PickFu is different from the other split testing tools on the list. With PickFu, your live listing is not impacted. Instead, PickFu taps into its user base of Amazon shoppers based on the audience attributes you select to poll them on which listing information they prefer between two options. Setting up a split test with PickFu is simple. You just select your audience targeting and include the details on your listing, along with questions you want to be answered. And that's it. There are some downsides to PickFu's method. The main one being the audience polled isn't a live audience actively searching for your product. And the other is that they aren't able to interact with your list. Troubleshooting a drop in your Amazon conversion rate. What happens if your conversion rate drops without warning? Chances are, there's a clear explanation and fix. If you're willing to do a little work. Now, some types of products see rapid shifts, and there's very little you can do to stop them. These products are what are referred to as seasonal. Hopefully, you realized your product is seasonal before selling it. But if not, it's time to go back to the drawing board and find a new product while you wait for sales to pick back up. For every other conversion rate issue, we've got some suggestions. 1. You have a drop in search ranking due to increased competition. An increase in competition might be the most common reason you see a conversion rate drop. As competitors pop up mimicking your product and often at a lower price, you'll start to lose sales. The best way to protect your listing against the competition is to promote your brand far and wide to create brand loyalty. Without loyal customers, you're all susceptible to new surges in listings. Make yourself the next Kleenex to tissues, and you'll stop having to fight to keep your audience constantly. Instead of running paid campaigns for the sole purpose of generating sales, you'll need to add brand awareness campaigns into the mix and ensure your product, packaging, and messaging are on point before you do. 2. There's an increase in branded searches. When you started selling your product, maybe there wasn't a big brand name in the mix, but that can quickly change. Once a competitor product gains mainstream attention, they will siphon some of the broad search term traffic to their branded keywords. Like we mentioned before, you can combat it by building your own brand, or you can work to make your listing more competitive for additional relevant but lower volume keywords to absorb the lost traffic. 3. There's a shift in interest due to a new product on the market. Products are constantly innovating. You probably try to change up your product or marketing to pull attention from similar listings. And when a new listing does the same, you might see your conversion rate drop. If it's an innovation in how the product is marketed, you're in luck. Shifting your marketing to tap into the craze is easier than adapting your product features. But if the product features are innovative, you'll need to change your strategy. You can lower your price for your current inventory and update the next round of your product to keep your sales from going flat, as is common with older models. Or, you can try to find an ulterior selling point that sets your product up for another market the new product isn't targeting. The second option isn't always possible, though. 4. There's a change in the trending search terminology. Speaking of a change in marketing, sellers are always looking for a way to stand out even when they're selling identical products. The easiest way to accomplish it? Change the terminology. For example, body cream and body butter are constantly shifting in popularity as new trends emerge. So will new keywords. If you want to stay ahead, you'll need to closely follow who your audience follows and pay close attention to new products and marketing terms. Then, start testing them in your campaigns and back-end keywords. 5. A competitor stepped up their PPC or marketing strategy. When your main competitor, or a handful of competitors, step up their marketing, you might notice your conversion rate dropping. You might think you can ride out the sales dip until their campaign push wraps. But that's not the best idea. If their campaigns are successful, they'll pull ahead in organic sales as well, and Amazon will keep moving their listing up in the ranking, further pushing down your sales. The best defense is a strong offense. So don't sit and wait to see if competitors are successful. Just make sure you are either way. 6. You lost the buy box. Step 1 in regaining the buy box is figuring out why you lost it in the first place. Maybe you lost the buy box for your listing because you had inventory issues, or another issue is selling the product for significantly less. The answer to recovering your conversion rate lies in remedying the underlying cause, which might take some time. So, you'll want to look for less competitive keywords you can target in the meantime for extra. Why is keeping track of Amazon conversion rate important? It helps you determine what areas need to be improved. For instance, you can check which keywords have a high conversion rate for a particular product. This way, you take the keywords that do not bring in more sales off the list, and this alone saves hundreds of dollars. Keeping track of CVR is important to increase your organic ranking. It allows your product to rank better. Therefore, if you have a low conversion rate in your listing, your product is less likely to be shown in the first page of Amazon search results. It gives you an overall view of your listing's performance. Why is it important to have a good conversion rate? ACoS, advertising cost of sales, is how much you spend on advertising per dollar of revenue you make. You can calculate your ACoS with this formula. ACOS equals total ad spend, total sales. A high conversion rate decreases ACOS. If the ACOS is less than your profit margin, this means you're making a profit and you are losing money otherwise. The latter means there is still room for improvement in your strategy. If the ACOS is low, it means that the advertising cost is low but you are making good profits. Usually, Amazon ads are sponsored and the sellers are charged every time their ad is clicked. If too many buyers click on your ad and do not end up buying, you might actually end up losing more than you earn. This is why it is important that at least 10% of the visitors actually buy your product. Improving conversion rate. The majority of the buyers click your ad intending to consider purchasing your product but are not compelled to buy it, which indicates that there is still a need to improvise your strategies to increase sales. You can improve the conversion rate by observing and acting upon the factors that majorly influence CVR. There are few factors that significantly affect your CVR: keyword demand, description, image, fulfillment by Amazon, badges, pricing, reviews. Analyze the three-step process to increase your Amazon conversion rate. If you want to achieve long-term success on Amazon, you will need to run CRO campaigns often. Why? Because there's a specific stage for each listing where you'll get the most ROI on this. If you're a new seller on Amazon, it's best to run CRO campaigns to win the first buyers and get reviews that will propel your business to the next level. Typically, new sellers in competitive niches struggle a lot to make the first sales because customers haven't trusted their businesses yet. Besides, a majority of new sellers on Amazon are outranked by seasoned sellers. So it's in your best interest as a new seller to invest in CRO campaigns to improve your ranking. Otherwise, shoppers will never find your products. A CRO campaign is also necessary when your sales start to take a dive. Declining sales is an indication that your ranking is dropping and that there are things that you could be possibly doing wrong. A CRO campaign comes in handy to generate more leads and convert visitors into buyers. Sellers who are new to CRO campaigns may be wondering what a CRO campaign looks like. Apart from things like doing keyword research and setting the right prices, there's so much more that goes into an effective CRO campaign. A good CRO campaign may involve implementing external marketing techniques such as social media advertising, affiliate marketing, and retargeting adverts. There are many potential customers who may not naturally go to Amazon when they're searching for products, and leveraging external marketing techniques is a perfect strategy to drive traffic to your product listing and improve your conversion rate. Running a promotion in which you sell your products at a discounted price for a limited period is another effective way you can run a CRO campaign. Keep in mind that one of the ways to raise your Amazon ranking is through sales. A promotion will help you attract more customers and this will automatically translate to an improved conversion rate. Signing up for Amazon FBA is also a great way to boost your sales. Amazon customers love Amazon FBA due to discounted shipping rates, quick delivery, and many other benefits. Therefore, signing up for Amazon FBA can help you increase conversion rates. Amazon CRO step number 1. Set your objectives. Running a CRO campaign without clear objectives in mind is the easiest way to fail. Without setting aims and goals, it's impossible to come up with an effective CRO campaign. Typically, some of the goals you could try to achieve with a CRO campaign include reducing cart abandonment rate, increasing the average time customers spend on your product listing, and decreasing bounce rate. By setting precise goals, you'll know what you're aiming for and you can find it easier to run tests. Amazon CRO step number 2. Set up the first tests. Once you've defined your goals regarding your CRO campaign, the next step is to set up the first tests to experiment their effectiveness. When choosing the tests to experiment with, be sure to consider their impact, conversion value, and probability. It's advisable to start with campaigns that are expected to improve your sales by the highest percentage. Live testing will help you determine the campaigns that are likely to offer the greatest return on investment. Amazon CRO Step number 3. Implement the winning strategies. If the strategies you've experimented with provide a significant increase in conversion rates, go ahead and have them implemented fully. This could mean working with experts to fine-tune everything before you implementing those strategies. Can you run A/B tests for conversion optimization on Amazon? Two tactics are most powerful when considering traditional conversion optimization. 1. Heat mapping. And 2. A/B testing. However, Amazon has limitations as to what you can do. Amazon doesn't allow sellers to install split testing tools. In addition, making too many changes to your listing can negatively impact your ranking, hence reducing your Amazon conversion rate. However, they do offer an internal tool for managing experiments for split testing A+ content. There are two ways Amazon sellers can split test their listings. First, they can use tools such as Splitly to update their variations in live tests. Secondly, they can run split tests outside of Amazon. Each of these options comes at its pros and cons. The best thing about live tests is that the data comes from real shoppers on Amazon. Hence it's more reliable in the long run. Your brand growth depends on your conversion rates. The higher the traffic volume of your listings and the conversion rates, the better the sales. It's a simple formula that can be optimized with time, experience, and testing. However, it's important to keep in mind that there's no real shortcut to conversion optimization. If your products are of low quality, there's no magic bullet that will help you increase your conversion rates. Also, if you can't fulfill orders in a timely manner or there's a problem with your product listing, you can't expect your conversion rate to improve. The bottom line is, you must get everything right from your product quality and pricing strategy to customer reviews and product listing. Amazon's A9 algorithm considers all of these factors when determining your ranking. So it's very important to ensure everything is top-notch. Most importantly, enlisting the services of a consultant who specializes in Amazon brand management is a good idea. A professional brand management service can bring their wealth of experience and help you improve your conversion rates and take your business to the next level. Increasing Amazon conversion rates with A+ content. KPIs for measuring the success of A+ content. When considering A+ content, the most important KPI is the conversion rate. A+ content does not get indexed, so the traffic and search results are not impacted by it. But persuading the customers to buy your products is. Amazon conversion rates versus e-commerce. What you should know is, Amazon conversion rates are, by default, great. Amazon sellers are already at a large advantage for conversion rates. Amazon's conversion rates are much higher than the average e-commerce site. A study showed that the average conversion rate for the top 500 online retailers was 32%. The average conversion rate on Amazon was 13% for consumers who do not have a Prime membership, and Prime members converted at a whopping 74%. Simply put, Amazon is a powerful platform for selling online. But it's important to realize that these numbers are averages, and you should review your conversion rate in relation to your own context. Is a 3,421% conversion rate with Amazon good? Someone asked this question on Quora and I loved the answer given by Thiago Gallardi. He did a great job of explaining how the context of a conversion rate is just as important as the metric itself to be able to evaluate whether a greater than 30% conversion rate is good. A few other things need to be considered: time frame and sample size. The longer the time frame and the larger the sample size, more orders, means the data is more useful. You can have a 100% conversion rate one day and then the next 29 days your conversion rate could plummet to 0%. The more data you have, the more reliable the data is. so you can draw more insight and be more confident about decisions you make based on that insight. Source of traffic. Is this conversion rate from organic Amazon search results, sponsored product advertisements and email blast Facebook ads, or a combination? This matters. You'd expect to get higher conversion rates from clicks on ads than from organic search results. Take this into consideration. Are you making money? Some conversions count more than others. The ticket price, acquisition costs and margins may vary quite a bit between two conversions. For each conversion, the higher the ticket price, more revenue. The lower the acquisition cost and the higher the margins. Lower costs, the more money you will make at the end of the day. It's about maintaining cash flow and turning a profit. How to improve conversion rates with Amazon attribution. Amazon sellers know firsthand how difficult it is to track and measure the impact that external advertising channels have on sales. What kind of content and which channel helps bring the most audience to your Amazon page is a tricky question to answer. Once users land on your store, it's anyone's guess where they came from. One of the very few and long overdue tools that can help trace consumers and measure off-channel ad campaigns' efficiency is Amazon attribution. What is Amazon attribution? Due to the wide range of marketing tasks, it can be challenging for a seller to get a more holistic view of omni-channel marketing efforts and a better view of a customer journey. Amazon attribution was explicitly created to track the performance of external ads. Amazon attribution is a new tool that promises to boost your business, including your sales, traffic, and conversion rates, by improving experiences off Amazon. This tool provides an insight into how non-Amazon marketing strategies affect sales on Amazon. It helps track external traffic that eventually converts sales or traffic on Amazon. But why is this external traffic so important? And why should you spend the time and effort driving external leads for conversions on Amazon? Let's clarify the situation. You can use your landing page to show off your product, its features, benefits, pricing, and everything customers need to know to decide whether to buy or not. The customers make the decision right then and there. Instead of going to Amazon first, that means only the people with the highest intent to buy register a page view of your product, and a significant number of these shoppers will make a purchase. Why drive traffic to Amazon? The competition on Amazon is fierce, and the ad costs are rising promptly. So it is vital for businesses to find creative ways to use their advertising budgets, or perhaps even reduce them. While Amazon offers its sellers and brands a range of compelling internal advertising solutions to help expand the reach of their advertising, it is still vital that brands find external advertising solutions. External traffic yields the biggest overall ranking and keyword ranking impact on Amazon. That's why Amazon favors those external listings that convert well on the marketplace. It even launched its brand referral bonus program, offering up to 10% cashback from sales that happen as a result of non-Amazon marketing efforts. Why is Amazon attribution so vital? Some sellers find it increasingly difficult to achieve visibility and sales on Amazon because it is the world's largest shopping site. Amazon provides advertising options, such as sponsored products, sponsored brands, and sponsored display, which tend to be an excellent way to get people to take notice of your product. The sheer number of Amazon sellers has a significant impact on the final price of advertising services. Some brands find it difficult to afford these Amazon ads. Indeed, if you cannot identify which channel is primarily responsible for your business growth, you won't be able to improve your marketing strategy. Other options for such brands include advertising through Google Ads, Facebook Ads, or any other external channel that fits their needs and boosts external traffic. Besides, Amazon loves listings that drive external, so as long as your external traffic eventually converts on Amazon, your organic keyword ranking will improve as well. However, It was not possible to measure external traffic to your Amazon listing or locate its sources for quite a long time. And while most companies use, and still do, multi-channel advertising, it couldn't be used to its fullest without the tools to track users' interaction with products and measure the conversion rates from the off-Amazon channels. Who can use Amazon attribution and how much does it cost? Amazon attribution has become a crucial source to set businesses' action plans and goals. One of the benefits of using Amazon attribution is that it is currently available for free. This is great news for e-commerce owners. Amazon attribution can be accessed through the platform's Service Console or tools integrated with the Amazon Advertising API. Amazon attribution is still in its beta stage and can only be used by Amazon Brands Registry sellers in North America and Europe. How Amazon attribution works? Amazon attribution can help you complete 3 main tasks. 1. Measure. Rather than letting the impact of your cross-channel digital marketing activities remain a mystery, make sure to understand how they affect conversions and revenue. 2. Optimize. Once you have measured your marketing channels, you can determine which ones are working well and which ones require creative change. 3. Plan. Plan future marketing campaigns following the key conversion metrics that Amazon attribution provides. Click-through rates, detailed page views, add to carts. One of the responsibilities of retailers on Amazon is comparing the performance of different Amazon ad campaigns. If you are attempting to increase your brand or business awareness, you will want to pay close attention to impressions. This will allow you to assess the awareness your ad campaigns have, to calculate, evaluate, and improve your PPC conversion rate. Pay-per-click, PPC advertising is an extremely effective digital marketing method with an average return on investment, ROI, of $2 for every $1. It allows you to place ads at the top of search engine results pages, on social media sites, and on various other websites. One of the most important factors in a PPC campaign is the conversion rate, the percentage of customers that perform the desired action, such as making a purchase, after clicking on an ad. Your PPC conversion rate is closely related to the amount of money you make from your ads. In this guide, we'll answer all your PPC questions like: how do you calculate your PPC conversion rate? What is a good conversion rate for PPC? How can you improve your conversion rate? What is PPC conversion rate? It's the percentage of people who convert after clicking on your ads. Depending on your goals, a conversion may mean they make a purchase, complete a contact form, request a free trial, or take another desired action. In general, a higher your conversion rate means your campaign is driving results for your company. How to calculate your PPC conversion rate? The easiest way to calculate your PPC conversion rate is to use a PPC conversion rate calculator. When you use a PPC conversion rate calculator, you don't have to do the math yourself, and you get fast, accurate results. You can also use the same PPC conversion rate formula that a calculator uses to do the calculations manually. The PPC conversion rate formula is conversions, number of ad interactions, x 100 equals conversion rate. So, if users clicked on your ad 100 times and 10 of them converted, your calculations would look like this. 10 100ths, x 100 equals 10%. What is a good conversion rate for PPC? The average conversion rate for PPC is 2.35%. And the average conversion rate for Google Ads is 3.75%. For a good conversion rate, aim for a higher rate than the average. A good general number to aim for is about 10%. For reference, the top 25% of advertisers on Google Ads have an average conversion rate of 11.45%. While these benchmarks can be helpful, It's important to remember that the definition of a good conversion rate for PPC varies according to your industry, your location, and numerous other factors. How to increase your PPC conversion rate? You can use numerous conversion rate optimization methods to get more value out of your ads and increase your conversion rate. Here are 5 tactics to try. 1. Make sure your ad copy and landing pages align. One way to increase your conversion rate is to make sure your ads and landing pages align closely. They should focus on the same offer so that users get what they expect when they click on your ad and go to your landing page. You want to use similar language in your ad and on your landing page, so it's clear that the two are connected. So, for example, if your ad says, "Buy running shoes now," you don't want to take users to a page where they can buy cleats or a page where they can learn about the different types of running shoes. They should land on a page where they can do what the ad says. Buy running shoes now. Here's an example of a Google search ad from Nike and the corresponding landing page. The ad says, "Shop running shoes," and it takes you to a page where you can browse all of the company's running shoes. In addition to improving conversion rate, aligning your ads and landing pages also increases your quality score in Google Ads. Google uses this score when calculating how much advertisers pay per click and how it ranks ads. A higher quality score means lower costs and better rankings. 2. Adjust your audience targeting. If your ads aren't converting as well as you'd like them to, the issue could be that you're targeting the wrong audience or targeting too broad of an audience. PPC ad platforms provide advanced targeting options, so take advantage of them and see if an adjustment to your targeting increases your conversion rate. For example, you may target your ads to users above 40 years old when most of your customers are actually in their 20s or 30s. 3. Segment your audience. Here's another useful targeting tip for increasing your PPC conversion rate. Segment your audience. Segmenting your audience into groups based on characteristics such as their interests, demographics, or location helps you target people more precisely. Then, you can create different ads and landing pages for each group based on their unique characteristics. 4. Perform frequent testing. One of the best tips for increasing your PPC conversion rate is to A/B test your landing pages. In an A/B landing page test, you create 2 variations of your landing page. Then you show each version to a different randomized audience to see which one performs better. You can use the highest converting version and use the insights to inform future campaigns. You can test many aspects of your landing pages, from your images to how you phrase your CTAs to your offers themselves. Many marketers test slight variations of their landing pages, such as different colors for their